Welcome to another edition of the ISB podcast. I'm your host, Sahil. Bienvenidos también. And we are talking Copa America Semifinal. And this, boys, we are finishing up with one of the best. I am going as far to say it was the best match of Copa America between Colombia and Uruguay. Fantastic match. Great match overall.
Yes, but what was the accent at the beginning of the video, Sahil? You used 4 different accents to start this video.
Because this was four games in one. That's what was going on here.
Colombian accent, English accent, Dutch accent, and Uruguayan accent.
There you go.
You hit all 4. Beautiful.
Wow, beautiful. All right, boys, let's get into this match. I thought it was a fascinating match. What did you guys think?
We waited the whole tournament. For a match that would deliver. We just kept waiting. Uruguay, Brazil, we thought maybe it would be a good match. Turned out to be a bar fight, not a match. We looked, we searched. Was there going to be a game that could deliver? This tournament has given us dud after boring game. And my goodness. If you didn't watch any game in this tournament so far, you didn't miss anything. But if you missed today's game, you missed something because this was a game. The fans in the stadium, all the Colombian fans, it was loud in Charlotte. All the Colombians in Charlotte. Yeah. And the way this game was played, the pace at which it was played was incredible. The intensity was insane. And Uruguay finally was forced to attack because they went down. They were creating chances, missing chances. On the other side, Colombia had some counters they were missing. Honestly, it was an incredible game to watch. An incredible Colombian performance. And a deserved win, I think, for Colombia.
It was so good. Oh my god! Oh, I needed a defibrillator during that game because that was so intense, and it was also so refreshing to finally see a match full of creativity, full of passion, full of despair, full of beautiful plays, beautiful runs. It had everything: near misses, great goal, great tactical shift by Colombia. It was just such a refreshing game to watch after such stupidly boring and overly tactical games in this tournament and in the Euro. So I'm so happy we were treated to a game like this. Thank you to Colombia. Thank you to Uruguay for giving us this treat. It was pure magic. And it was, besides the magic, it was shocking. It was shocking the misses that Darwin Nunez had. How many misses did Darwin Nunez had? It was classic.
I have a hypothetical question for both of you. Life is on the line, or you have a lot of money on the line. Who do you want in a one-on-one? Darwin Nunez or Mateus Uribe? Who are you taking? That's what I'm asking you.
That's a great question because both of them combined to miss some absolute sitters in this match. So I don't know. It was incredible. It was an incredible match. It was just there was just so much drama from the start to the end. And you have starting off with the Darwin Nunez misses. Then you have Colombia with a fantastic set piece goal. And you got to give credit to Lerna, who's been on point in this tournament, from these set pieces.
Yeah, he has, but also James, puts that ball in an area that's just beautiful, right? He's done that all tournament. And he's a deserved finalist, James Rodriguez, after his club career sort of disappeared. But he's shown up in a big way for Colombia. And you saw the tears in his eyes. Before the game was even over, he was crying. But we have to talk about one other player, and that's Luis Diaz, because that man has the heart the size of that stadium. My goodness, running like he was alone up top for nearly the entire game before he was subbed. What a performance. What a player, man.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I'm going to have a controversial statement here. It's surprising what James is doing, 100%. But I see why no club is able to figure out how to use him. And it's because he's a bit of a luxury player who requires very specific skill sets around him and a coach that knows exactly how to use him and can afford to use a player like him. Because he's not getting stuck in. He's not making runs. He's not defending too much. But he's a free kick specialist. He's a long pass specialist. He puts in a perfect cross. But he's not going to do too much else. But he's he's hitting the target. But I get why no club is able to use him for his
incredible passer. The passes he
great
puts
passer,
in.
yes. But
Look,
interesting.
but look at this game. Look at this game. Yeah, take it in this game. I mean, for the Colombian team, he's fantastic. But in addition to him, we got to talk about Luis Diaz because man, that guy had a partidazo this particular match.
Dude, you see how hard he worked? Oh my God.
The work rate is insane. But also, we have to say a word for Mojica. What a game he has too. Constantly defending on the wing. I mean, this entire Colombian team, the way they defended, yes, they gave up some chances. Yes, Suarez hits the post. Nunez has chances. But it's going to happen when you're down a man. The way they fought and still created chances on the other end. I mean, they should have been 2-0. It could have ended 2-1 to Uruguay. It could have ended 2-0 to Colombia. It was an incredible performance.
Yep. Those last plays by Colombia where they hit the bottom of the post and it bounces down. And then the breakaway at the end where the Uruguayan goalkeeper pushes up, and what a finish that would have been. It was already an incredible finish, but what a finish. Can you imagine the stadium's reaction to a 60-yard goal at the 97th minute? It's just obscene what we could have had, but what we had was pure magic. It was an incredible performance. I pity those who missed it. What a shame. Shame on you.
You touched upon a tactical shift, I think, which is something that we should talk about, is that Colombia, they adjusted very, very well. And you saw, it was interesting because they came out in the second half and they still had two high, right? They still had the two forwards up top. And that was interesting. And then they were conceding a lot of possession and they were not being able to close down the wide areas. So Uruguay kept serving balls into the box. And he made a couple subs, right? He brought on an extra midfielder, defensive midfielder, and then he brought off James Rodriguez, which was another interesting decision and the correct decision, right? It was the smart decision to make in that game, and it changed the trajectory. It looked like Uruguay was going to score, just a matter of time. And it slowed the pace of chances that Uruguay created, slowed after the James sub, I thought.
100%. And it goes back to my statement. James is more of a luxury player. If you need to hold a lead, you take James off. That's not the kind of player you need.
I will warn you, the Argentinian paper said that at one point about Lionel Messi, my friend. That one point, that was the narrative in Argentina.
Don't trust Argentinians. Never trust an Argentinian. Mark my word.
But look, I think for Uruguay, like also, you know, they had the match for themselves there after going down to 10 men, and it just shows you how a team that can work hard together and plays the correct system and shifts the correct system, and the coach makes the right substitutions, how you're able to hold off a lead for 45 minutes, because that's a hard thing to do. And you saw that Colombia at the end of the match, they had given it everything to hold that lead off. And of course, Suarez hits the post on a different day. Maybe that goes in. Ooh. But, you know, a little bit of luck on their side as well.
28 games.
And you need that. Yeah.
Is that the streak? 28 games?
2 years, 28 games.
Yeah.
That's incredible. This is Colombia like we haven't seen since Valderrama, since 1994, heading into that World Cup when they had a famous victory over Argentina. Was it 5-6-0? This is the Colombia, a new glory day for this team. And it'll be really interesting to see them play Argentina because let's be honest, Colombia has been the best team in this tournament.
Yeah. 100%.
But there's one more.
Here's a fun quiz.
100%. Yeah.
I have a fun quiz for you.
Okay. Yes, Roy.
Quiz question. I have one quiz question. Do you know why it's not a 29 game streak?
Yes, they lost a qualifier against Argentina was it a friendly 2022? I feel like after the World Cup.
It was 2022.
No, before.
Before
the World Cup.
Well, yes, it was a qualifier and it was before the World Cup. Yes. And the goal scorer was Mr. Lautaro Martinez, that is a big question mark for the final of who is going to start for Argentina against Colombia. I would go with Lautaro, 100%.
Yeah. You know what's very interesting about both of these finals is you have in both of them the best team from the tournament in Copa America Colombia and in Euros Spain against the team that is supposed to win the tournaments, which is England and Argentina, the pre-tournament favorites, I should say. I don't want to say supposed to win. I said pre-tournament favorites.
I would.
And both of those. they were pre-tournament favorites according to the odd. Now, Alex, now it's going to be very interesting in both finals because Argentina has not performed as well as Colombia, but they're going to have an opportunity in this particular match to go against the best team. So it makes for a fascinating final, I think.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
It's not fair to put Argentina in the same camp as England. It's not fair to Argentina and what they've accomplished so far and how intelligent this team is. They're very, very smart now. And so it'll be interesting to see because they may allow Colombia to play. And as you saw, what Uruguay did, even though Darwin Nunez didn't finish, they were able to catch them on the break, right? Invited those fullbacks up, played the ball over top quickly, and then Nunez was in space, right? And he just didn't finish chances. Alvarez in those same situations, Lautaro in those same situations, probably finishes.
Different story.
Yeah.
And there's always the X factor, which Colombia has not have to dealt with in this tournament thus far, which is Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi will produce magic at least 1 to 2 times per game. But when he does it, it should be a goal. It should absolutely be a goal.
Just one goal.
Don't forget about the other X factor that's always potentially there, which is El Arbitro, the referee. You don't never know. Like they want, that's going to be some interesting things going on there with the final.
They played big roles in this tournament, man.
We'll see how
Arbitros have played a big role.
I'm so tired of I've known the name of the referee in every single Copa America game. I don't want to know their names. Yep. I just want them to do their job, and then that's it, right? Why do I know the names of every single referee? Because they're always involved. They're always protagonists.
They want to be the star.
That's not the way I want to see things, right? How many red cards have we seen that have changed the game? How many disallowed goals that should be allowed? Allowed goals that should be disallowed? It's gotten out of hand.
Yep, a great ref. You acknowledge a great ref
really
by thinking of a game and saying, "I don't know who ref that game. I have no idea. Was he even there? Did we have a ref in this game?" That's the way to do it. Shouldn't know what he did.
Yeah, well, hopefully the ref in the final lets the two teams play because it's going to be a fascinating contest. Copa America final on Sunday between Argentina and Colombia. Get ready to watch that. If you've been enjoying the videos, please subscribe to this channel. We will come to you right after the match. Either Roycito is going to be very happy or very upset. We shall find out, but it's all on the line. Boys, vamos Copa America and vamos fútbol.
Vamos. Can you imagine that stadium? It's going to be yellow and blue split down the center.
I don't know if it's split. I think it's going to be 80% Argentina, man. It's got to be. In Miami.
Colombians were in Charlotte today. I don't know.
Colombians showed up, man. They really showed up. It's going to be fun.